TGIF, everybody. How are you doing? Are you doing fine? Are you doing well? I'm hanging in. Listen, I decided that I was going to start doing audios of random things. You know, it might be me singing, although today my voice is dry. But you know what? My throat is dry. I need some water. I used to do that as an exercise, and I won't do it as loudly as I normally do because I am not in the house alone today, and other folks will be like, well, what are you doing? Because I can get really loud with that. But anyway, aside from that, it's been a week, let me tell you. First of all, in my neck of the woods, we are experiencing our monsoon season. Now keep in mind, it is 100 and probably 15 degrees at the airport, but I don't live near the airport. In my area, which is probably about 40 miles away, 50 miles away, something like that, it is about 118. When I was running errands earlier and shut my car off to come in, my car registered 120 degrees. So it depends upon where you are in my state. Secondly, with these storms come haboobs, and there was one yesterday. Haboobs, for those who don't know, are these big walls of dust that just spring up out of nowhere during monsoon season. And for me, I always feel like I'm being sucked in. It's really bizarre. And I'm afraid of what that will do. And of course, it came about a week after I got my car washed. So, you know, car washes out here don't last during the summer when you're in the desert. Today, I wanted to talk with you about all of that, which explains my thumbnails. You know, I'm like the bird. I'm left, right, you know, looking side to side, trying to figure out during the haboob, during the storm, what to do, where to go. Do I stay perched? Is that going to help me? Perhaps not. So I have been looking for work, as I mentioned in some other video. And in looking for work, I've come to realize a few things. I'm thinking of it in terms of looking for the next step in my career, or maybe even transferring skills to a different career rather than job searching. Job searching is not helping me. A just over broke is not what I need. However, I feel kind of like, what do I do? Because, you know, I want to be self-sufficient, want to make sure that I pay for everything I need to pay for, take care of needs, maybe have a want or two covered. And it's just been a bumpy road. And, you know, if you're single like me, you look over your life and you realize, oh, great, I've been doing nothing but working, spinning my wheels, and bonus, it has eliminated, to a large degree, socializing and dating life. And you need all of that. We need people. People need people, as the song goes. So, first tip, first thing I would say to anyone else in this situation is you need to do some introspection. Self-reflect on who you are and what you love to do, and do that. If you don't love to do it, don't do it. It's that simple. Nothing is worse than doing a quote job, a just over broke, that you hate just because it pays well, so you think. It's not paying you well, really. I mean, money, it's been said time and time again, it's currency, it's energy. And your energy is being depleted if you're doing something you don't have the stomach for. In fact, this is how you know you don't have the stomach for it. If you are late Saturday night, not even Sunday, but late Saturday night, you can't even enjoy yourself, regardless of where you are, whether you're out kicking it or at home You can't enjoy yourself because you're like, oh, great, tomorrow's Sunday. And, Sunday I'll be counting down and get ready to go to work on Monday. And I got to set the clock. And I got to iron my clothes. And I've got to get prepared. If it's already bothering you on a Saturday, yeah, you're not where you should be in your career. If you are counting down on Friday, counting down the hours, minutes, seconds to get out the door from work because you're like, ugh, I got to get out of here, you're not in the right career. That's what a just over broke will do for you. So first step, get introspective, get really deep. I'm saying things like, what do I at age such and such want now? Because if you are living in the past in your brain and you're saying, well, I've always wanted to get married and I've always wanted kids and I've always wanted this, that's not helping you. Another big mistake I was making. You've got to act from where you are right now and say, what do I want right now? If nothing changes, nothing at all, what do I want right now? If I've got to live the rest of my life, okay, as an old maid as I age, what do I want for myself? Do I want to wear a bonnet and spin yarn and, barely exist? Do I want to count pennies from my piggy bank, and have saggy boobs because I've worn no bra because, no one would hire me? Or do I want, and I'm walking around with cats and I'm not even a cat person, but hey, or do I want to be like some of these seniors that are walking around, they've got their hair dyed blue and, tattoos and piercings, and they're living the life. They're having a jolly good time. They're DJing at some club and people looking like, oh, okay, go lady. And they're like, that's a cool senior. That's how I want to age. And, and I know I went from one extreme to the other, but these are the things I'm asking myself. What do I really want? What the heck do I want operating from where I am right now? Not where I wish I were or where I hoped I was going to be at my age, but where I am right now. Socialize. Instead of looking for a just over broke, I'm looking for people. I'm looking for opportunities to network and not, I hate to compare people to dogs, but you know how dogs can smell fear? People at networking events can smell your desperation. You don't be desperate and run up, oh, please, would you network with me and mentor me? And I'm looking for just over broke. And, I've been just sitting at home looking at my past due bills and I need help. And I need help me. I need help me. That won't work either. Go out. Dress up. Put some makeup on. Fix your hair. Guys, or those that don't wear makeup or whatever, do whatever it is you do to groom. Hang out. Talk. Meet people for coffee. Meet people for tea. Sit around and talk and, casually as you're talking, talk about, in my career right now, this is what's going on and I'm not sure of what to do, blah, blah, blah. I want to say this. Look to be around people who are at least 5 to 10 steps ahead of where you are in whatever it is you're passionate about and want to do. Because they're going to have nuggets of gold for you for real opportunities. People who have been your colleagues and have been right at the same level that you've just came from or whatever, they may know about stuff that will get you initially, a paycheck. But I like to opt for people who are where I want to be. So Mix it up. Don't just talk to people who are at a level that you don't want to remain in. So, and I always advise that. There was this book I read, and I can't think of the name of it, but essentially, and it might be the title, Never Eat Lunch Alone, Never Eat Dinner Alone. Find some folks to hang out with and kick it with so that you can have some information and you can provide information and you can sit and figure out, okay, how can I help this person with the problem that they have? And then you offer up your skills and you say what your experience is and your background is and what you hope to do for them. And around we go. And everyone's happy and working and making enough moolah to do what you want to do in life, you know? Don't overanalyze. Take it out of your head, get out of bed, and go. If you're like me and you're just thinking, well, I did this interview and it could have gone this way and I should have said this and I should have asked that question and I shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, that doesn't help anyone either. Take your job search offline. You can have your resume and your cover letter online, whatever, but that cannot be your 100% way to go in your job search. That's a crapshoot at best. It just is. If you don't have the right keywords in there, you don't have the right things to say, you don't have your resume in the right form, you don't have a cover letter that's convincing and intriguing. And I'm going to do an audio and maybe a video, so visually show. Resume, cover letter, workshop, help. But anyway, and then I'd say A/B test everything. What's working for you in your life? What's not working for you? Keep on using what works. Ditch what doesn't work. If you keep hanging on to what doesn't work, if you get information about a job that's just like a job that you left, that you hated, that is not helping anyone, especially you, yourself. It's not helping you. So stop doing it. Do what other people will not do, what other people are unwilling to do. Make sacrifices in your life in order to have your best life. It's the only way that anything is going to go well for you. That's really all I can say about that. It's the only way. My throat is dry. I need to drink some water. And I'm sure now I have 2 audios. So I'm going to get going. Thanks so much for listening. Peace and love, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I know I'm going to.